Hey guys, it's Kat. So, let me tell you something. Lately, I've been watching a YouTube channel. The videos have been popping up in my recommended, and it's a channel called Desmix, Dessmix. And basically, he Google translates famous brands and stuff like that a certain number of times. So basically, it's called hypertranslating. So, okay, so it will, like, you can type whatever in English and then tell the website how many times you want to translate it, and then it will go through literally many different languages over and over, and then at the end, whether it's like 100 or 200, it will go back to English. And that is the translated brand. And like some of these, let me show you. Mouth and feet is what Sour Patch Kids ended up translating to, which I think was absolutely ridiculous. Stuff like there was a Rick and Morty Skittles. I guess he made that up. But like here. Oops. Goldfish cheddar ended up being gastric something. It's weird. So anyway, I thought about doing something like that for today's video. And what we're going to do it on is based on this right here. I guarantee everyone's familiar with this. We're going to take Family Game Night 4, the game show, with the games Connect 4 Basketball, Scrabble Flash, Yahtzee Bowling, Sorry Sliders, and Bop It Boptagon. And we are going to translate them 200 times. And then we'll redesign. I'm going to redesign in PowerPoint because that's the only thing I know how to use. Into, and like we'll change the logos to that. But before we do, I have to get some fonts checked. So let's open a new tab here. Yahtzee font. I'm literally gonna try and find the font as close as I can. It looks like the Yahtzee font is called Revue, Revue. So we can download that. Actually, let's move that to downloads. So keep in mind this might be a long video. I may crop it, or trim it. I may not. I guess we'll see what happens. So yeah, this is called Revue Standard, is what the Yahtzee font is called. Oh, and it's literally like modified. And like I said, I'm going to be doing all this through PowerPoint, you guys. So we're going to literally recreate, well, literally everything. So I'm going to make a note on my phone because I'm on my Mac right now. And we'll write down all the font names. So now the Sorry Game font which looks like it's been the same font for like forever, is called Advertisers Gothic. says it was founded in it was created in 1917. I gotta pay for it. No, I don't. There's a way I can find it. Adobe Font Spring. I think some of these you can get them for. Yeah, maybe you can't get some of them for free. We'll see here. Free font download. Here we go. So we can go to downloads again. And so sorry is called Advertisers Gothic. The Sorry Sliders logo, as you can see here, this I believe is the same font used in Bop It Beats. If not, it's very closely similar. So we'll just roll with it. So now let's look up Scrabble logo. Here we go. This, I'm trying to see what font this one is called now. Official Scrabble stuff. Now we can go to font identifier. By the way, I don't think I am going to crop this or trim this. I am legit going to do it then and there. I'm not going to do anything in terms of, oh, come on. I'm not going to do anything in terms of like redoing anything with the video. I'll just upload it as is. Probably put my logo in and that's about it. Okay, that's a web page file. We don't want that. Let's go to Scrabble. We might even have to improvise a little bit on our own here. Scrabble logo font. That's on Tumblr. Don't want that. You might just have to improvise for this one. Let's see what we got next. Connect 4 font, logo font. I'll tell you, it's not one of these. It's this one right here. But the question is, what is the name of this font? I'm going to do Connect 4 2010 logo font. Okay, that's a cool font, but that's not what I'm looking for. I mean, we can always like remake them. Like, I don't see anything wrong with like remaking these. Oops. Oh, here we go. Here's a PNG. Come on. Computer's starting to get slow already. Here we go. Connect 4. And I think the 4 is literally easy to... I can just use like, it'll be something super easy. Okay, this might be the closest. Okay, that's too expensive. Are you kidding? EBNNEEF. Ebneef. What the hell? Ah, here we go. This, I think, will be close enough. Robotesca. 4F. Font. Free. I'm not gonna rent it. Fuck that. I know it says Windows, but we'll have to suck it up. And then I already know the fonts we need for Bop It Boptagon. The Bop It font is called Oleo. And the word Boptagon here is called Herald. 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 Or, well, it's close anyway. So let's open all this in Font Book here. That's what you do with a Mac. So Connect 4 is Robotesca 4F. Yeah, there's going to be a lot happening here. And then we have to unpack the sorry font. And you're going to see like the whole process here. Okay, so now that we got those saved, we can go into PowerPoint. But first, let's close out of this. And then let's go into Chrome again. And look up Hypertranslate. Google Translate Fun. Okay, so let's get started. Let's open PowerPoint. This might take a while. And we're also going to translate the word Wii as well. And translate Family Game Night for the game show as well, and we'll improvise with that. I hate it when my computer does this. Okay, so let's grab in downloads Family Game Night 4, the game show, wherever I put it. Okay. 81CFXS. Here we go. So we'll put this off to the side here. There's going to be a lot of slides. That's for damn sure. But we'll give it a shot. So first, let's go into the Hypertranslator. And let's start with Yahtzee, or let's start with Yahtzee bowling. So Yahtzee, and we start language in English and language in English, translate it 200 times. And I'll show you, this is honestly very interesting. It literally makes it like, it's like super random, like for real. And trust me, it goes through a lot of languages. It's kind of crazy that it'll do it all in one, like, as fast as it does. Uh-oh, is it frozen? Might be frozen, dang it. Let's try it again. And when it translates through all these different languages, it's literally like super confusing. Some of them are languages we don't even, you probably have never even heard of. Like 70% of them you've never even heard of. Or you don't know how to speak it either. Okay, so near the door. Well, okay then. So here, these are all the languages it translates from. English, all these languages, and then back to English. So Yahtzee is near the door. And then let's hypertranslate bowling 200 times. Also, just to let you know, this is just inspiration. I got the inspiration from this guy, whose YouTube channel I was talking about. Okay, bowling, translated 200 times, is reading. Near the door, reading. Okay, then. We will have to... And what he did in the videos is he redesigned literally everything in the packaging and the product packaging. I'm not going to do that. That's too much work. I'm just going to create the logos. Okay, now let's do sorry 200 times. I want to know. Okay. And then let's translate sliders 200 times. You know, earlier, when I was just fooling around with this, I did go into do it, and I typed in Bop It, and when it translated it, it translated to he was drunk. I'm not joking. That was honestly funny as hell. Sliders is he was. I want to know he was. Well, it's not going to make sense, but we'll make it work. Now let's translate Scrabble 200 times. Easy there, loading bar. So Scrabble translated 200 times is very warm. Well, all right. Now let's translate the word flash. Get out. It literally says get out. Oh my god. Okay, let's do connect for 200 times. We'll do the Bop It Boptagon last. Chapter 4. Okay. Now let's do basketball. With me. Okay then. Chapter 4 with me. Alright, now let's do Bop It! Exclamation mark. $200 times. Just gotta check something real quick here. cloud. Literally cloud. And now let's do Boptagon, which is a made-up word, but we'll deal with it. I can't do that. I don't know if that's actually serious or if that's the translation. I think it's the translation. Okay, so now that we've got all of these terms translated, and I might actually start making some of the graphics for it too. Let's move over to PowerPoint. Okay, so now that we've got all the translations that we need, we'll type them out here. So, Yahtzee is near the door. Bowling is reading. Sorry is I want to know. Sliders was he was. Scrabble was very warm. Flash was get out. Connect 4 was chapter 4. Basketball was with me. Bop It was cloud. And Boptagon was I can't do that. There we go. So now we can get started on these logos and graphics. So, we've got our box art here. We are going to probably redo this whole enchilada. It's going to be hard to remove stuff from it, though. Let's see, how are we going to do this? I'm not going to do the graphics. I'll just redo the logos. Here's what I will do is I can find the Family Game Night 4 box art on Google on my iPhone. And what it will do, this is actually super cool. What it will do is with the magic, it's not really magic eraser, it's called cleanup. So with cleanup, I have it saved in my photos. And with cleanup, I can literally erase the logos we had. Some of them look jank. Of course, it's AI, so of course it's going to look weird. We'll do there. That's better for now. So now we can airdrop this to my computer. So we've got this. The logos are gone. And so now what we can do is start making each individual logo for this thing to match these words. So let's start with Yahtzee. So Yahtzee, we will do a white text with a black outline. So Yahtzee was near the door. And Yahtzee was review standard. And we'll do transform with word art, or not word art, with making it so it works on, you know what I mean. I think I'll have to do something like this. Oop, wrong effect. Okay, so near the door, we'll duplicate this and put it as, make a little background in the back, like that. And then bowling was reading. So if we take the color, oops, let's fix that. Let's make this black, tuck it back there. And then bowling, I think I'm just going to use a standard font. So we will do reading. And I think this is a font that I have on my computer. Avenir, here it is. Avenir is actually the font that we used for the college at BSC where I went to college. And so this was like a gradient. So let's do gradient. And it was like an orange, or it was like a white to dark orange. So something along the lines of this. And then the outline will make black so it's noticeable. So now what we're going to do is group these. We'll copy, go next to our thing here. Might have to shrink it just a little bit. So there, near the door, reading. I'd say it's good enough. Okay, now let's do sorry sliders. So, sorry sliders is literally just white. So what we're going to do is make the outline black, the actual font or the actual text color white, and advertisers Gothic. So sorry was I want to know. You may have to compress this just a smidge. Maybe even compress the text. There, like that. So that is super easy. Oh no, wait, I was wrong. It's black. In this case, it's black with a white outline. And then we did it on a light blue rounded rectangle. Oops. Like that. Well, kinda. There we go. So this does not have an outline. We can send it backwards. And we can shrink this down when we need to. Now, the sliders font, like I said, I think is the same font as Bop It Beats. So with that being said, let's go into WordArt again. And it was another gradient. So let's just do this. He was. And the font for Bop It Beats is called Platelet. You guys are actually getting some information from me here because in case some of you wanted to play around with this kind of stuff. So it looks like this one had a gradient. And the gradient is actually almost identical there. So the gradient starts out red and then it converts to like a very fiery orange. Oops, and then it goes to a yellow. Kind of like that, and then I guess it does do like a dark orange. So we'll remove the shadow. And what we'll do is copy this. Actually, wait a sec. Let's put transform on it first. Oh, that's why I did have more options. So now we can put a black outline, maybe 3-point, there we go. Then we can shift off to the left here, make it all black. So this, I think, might be the closest we're going to get to sorry sliders. Okay, so let's group these. Oops. And then I'm actually going to save this as an image first, so that way we can transform the whole thing as much as we want. Sorry, sliders. And then I'll save the Yahtzee bowling one right away. So we will actually take what we've got here and we'll insert the photo instead. So Yahtzee bowling. I'm actually gonna tilt this just a little bit so we can still, so it's in there, but we can still see stuff. Like that. Now let's put in our Sorry Sliders logo. Oh, shoot. I guess I should have made this stroke thicker. There we, that's too thick. That's too thin. We'll go right in the middle. There we go. We'll save as a picture. And we'll insert the picture of our weird Sorry Sliders logo. I'd say good enough. Okay, now let's do Scrabble Flash. This one I might actually have to free draw in PowerPoint here, because that we cannot find out if that's a font. So I'm actually going to free draw it. So we'll copy, put a new slide. There we go. And then I'll just draw it. So, Scrabble Flash was very warm get out. So let's hit draw on the top here. We'll do a red pen. We'll go a little bigger than that. Might as well size it all the way up. Okay, so we did very. Oops. Very warm. There. And now we can do what's called a lasso select, so it selects everything there. And we'll duplicate it. So it will be, oops, what the hell? Okay, disable lasso. Okay. We got a duplicate of everything here. So now we have to make it white. And then around the whole thing, we will do another layer of it in black. Well, kinda. I think this whole shape thing can be, I think the black layer can actually be thicker, in all honesty. And then for Flash, we'll actually use the eyedropper tool now. Add pen. more colors. I want to get as close to this as possible. So now let's do it and make it say get out. Oops. There. So now we need to take this, duplicate, and then make this black in the back as well. There, very warm get out. So we'll save it as a picture. And then we can enlarge it when we need to. So let's insert our picture of the very warm get out. I'd say that's good enough. Okay, now let's do Connect 4 basketball. Now, Connect 4 basketball has that checkered border with the dimples on it. So let's actually do Connect 4 logo, because it looks like the background is fine. It looks like the background is, I could probably do the background just fine. Yeah. I can just remake the dimples. So let's take a square, or a rectangle, I mean. And cover it with this shade of red. And actually, we should do a gradient, because it does look like it's reflective, lights shining off of it. So, come on. Oh, here we go. That's better. So now, let's check and see what kind of red this is. It's almost like a pink, really, but or a salmon color, actually. So we'll take off the outline. I know it looks like dog shit, but we'll work with it. Actually, I should make this a rounded rectangle. over top. With said gradient. Take out the outline. There we go. So now we have to use the font Robotesca. And we will do we'll just do a black for now, or this kind for now. Take off the shadow. Type chapter. And then, well, I mean, it's not quite, but it'll, honestly, I think it will be okay. I mean, part of it was right. $120 maybe? Yeah, let's go with that, I guess. So what we can do right off the bat is make this logo or this word this shade of yellow. I honestly should have used the eyedropper tool to start with. And so now what we can do is I can take this rectangle and at least try to replicate the original at least a little. Add a shape, kind of a triangle here. Then we'll group this. Oops. Can't group yet. Now we'll group it. Dang it. Close enough. We'll duplicate. We will flip it horizontally. And no, we should have just done it vertically to be actually, dang it. Yeah, there we go. And then let's make these that yellow color. That's as best as we can get, I would think. So now, here's the hard part. We are going to make these 1/10 of an inch square circles for the dimples. So let's place all the dimples where they need to go first. Do 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 do. Then we'll, once we get all the dimples where they need to go, we will change the shade of them so they kind of blend in better. I mean, it's not perfect, but okay, almost done. There, now we can select all of these dimples and then let's make this a darker shade of yellow. We got yellow here. More of a gold, but whatever. No outline. Oops. Actually, we do need an outline. Just a very thin outline. I'd say that's close enough because there's a lot of work with this one. And okay, so now that we're done with that, basketball looks like it was a jersey type font. But basketball was with me. So let me see what I've got in my fonts here. I've literally got like 800 and some fonts. I think this one might actually work. Just for what we need it for. I'd say that's decent. We'll just see what else we got. on. There's got to be something in here. Rumble Sport athletic caps. Not quite. Well, I'm not going to download another font again because then I have to restart PowerPoint all over again. So let's just do something like this. There, that might actually work. So this is white with no bevel. But we do have another rounded rectangle. Oops, that's a circle. Let's make it that blue color there. No outline. There we go. Connect 4 with me. Or chapter 4 with me. Excuse me. So let's save this whole enchilada as an image. And we will put it into our diagram here. Or not, our image. Sorry. Keep in mind that I'm using PowerPoint for all of this, so of course it's not going to look super perfect. But hey, if it works, right? Okay, last but not least is Bop It Boptagon. And then I will see about, I'll change Family Game Night for the game show and Wii as well. So let's do a blank here. Now, I actually do have a picture of the red bubble used in Bop It that I cropped. So now, let's put in white cloud. Oops. Cloud. Put that in Oleo, which is the Bop It font. The official Bop It font, actually. Not like my fan-made one. This is the real deal. So cloud. And Boptagon was I can't do that. And that is in a... That's in an orange rounded rectangle. It's not almost like that. So now let's go to Herald. Oops, I don't want to do that. I want another word art. I can't do that. So now something like this. And then that rectangle is orange. A little darker, or too dark. Like that. There we go. This does not have a shadow on it. Actually, maybe I think it does. But we'll take the outline off of this. Let's be real. Bop It Boptagon was like the easiest, because I had all the fonts that I needed. Now, let me tell you something. Family Game Night 4, once we put this logo on, Family Game Night 4, the game show, is going to be very tricky because everything is all font there. However, like, it's got a black like background. There we go. Cloud, I can't do that. Oh, I guess it did have a, well, it's close. So now, let's go back to Hypertranslate. And let's do a few more hypertranslations. So let's type in Family Game Night 4. Translate 200 times. And the font that is used for the Family Game Night 4, or the Family Game Night logo in general, is the same font that is used in Monopoly. Kinda. And it's like, I just had it too. It was like House Party or something. Or no, not House Party. No, it was Lemon Milk. That's what it's called. Lemon Milk. I know, fonts have pretty weird names. This one we might actually change the shape depending on what it is. Or play your favorite card game. Okay then. So let's actually recreate this one this time. So Family Game Night 4, we can, I'll take the Family Game Night 4 logo, I'll duplicate it, and then we can get rid of the whole house. Which might actually be easier said than, oh God. Well, we'll fix it. So now we airdrop this one. And here's what we can do. We have the original stuff, so let's send all the way to the back. Remove this. There we go. It almost looks like a head, not gonna lie. Okay, so we have or play your favorite card game. Now this is going to take a lot of lettering for me to do. So let's take our regular text box and we're going to do separate letters for each of these. Just because I think it'll probably be easier. So we got or. Put that in the middle. Play. Hold on. Oh, never mind, that is right. Or play. There we go. Play. Why? Or play your favorite card game. We'll have to shrink the word favorite down though. Maybe not. F-A-V O play your favorite and I'll actually make a deck of cards in the background for this. Play your favorite card game. There, and now let's make some cards. Say that's a decent size card. Now let's use the color picker or the eyedropper, and just we'll say we need to edit text, but we don't. Here we go. More fill colors. We'll take that weird, like, green. Actually, let's take both of those colors. And so now we can change the color of the card to be this shade here. That's like Hasbro's actual color, I think. There we go. And then let's enter symbols. So let's go into here, card game symbols. So we'll copy a club. And what we're going to do is we're going to make these out of the ordinary text box. Oh, it looks like it's going to do it through emoji. Great. Whatever. Club, diamond, heart, spade. Actually, let's do diamond, club, heart, spade so they alternate. So let's do another text box. Paste the spade. My favorite card game, I think, here's something you probably don't know about me. I think my favorite card game, which ironically is probably the easiest card game for me, is one called Garbage. And you take a you take an alternate, or you take a deck of playing cards, and you have 10 cards, A through 10. And you have three chances. You keep drawing from your card pile, and you have to try and get 1, 2, 3, or 8. Actually, it would be A 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you get I think if you get a jack, queen, or king. Actually, no, a king is like wild. If you get a jack or a queen, I think the game it's like you lose. It's not always easy to win at Garbage. I played it a lot when I was at the Boys Ranch years ago. Okay, so now we've got these 4 playing cards. Let's group those together. Send backward all the way to the back. And then let's take all these letters that we got, make them white. And then make the weight of the stroke black. And what we can do is duplicate. This is how I made some of my Bop Diva rainbow logos, actually. So what we can do is literally increase the weight of the text, or the text outline, to be big and black. Like that. And now what we can do is take the outline off of these, and there you go. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do for the heck of it? Or nah, I'm not gonna do it. Oh, I almost forgot. We have to do the word the game show. Now, the game show, I'm going to be doing a completely different font than what is shown there. Just because it's going to be a lot easier. In all honesty, I think that font that they used was hand rendered. So let's see. Yeah, some of these languages I've never even heard of. Pushto. And there's so many undefined ones as well. XHOSA, I have no idea where they speak that. Show me the game is what it says. The game show, show me the game. Well, I'll show you the game. So let's go back to PowerPoint. And what we should do is make a light marquee sign similar to this border clip art. Yeah, so something like this. Let's do something simple like this one. Except it was yellow. Dang it. We'll fix it. Let's go back to downloads. You can kind of see my computer is close to giving out. So we're going to remove the background so it looks like that. And then we'll put a rounded rectangle inside that's yellow-ish. And let's do that kind of yellow. That looks good. So now I am going to make more word art here. Show me. And then there's a font I had in mind, actually. The only thing now is I just got to find it. It's a kind of a funky, crazy looking font, but I think it'll work for what we need it for. go here. It's in here somewhere. Actually, you know what? Screw that. Let's actually make our own design here. So let's do, so we've got casino flat. So it looks like it does look like a casino type font. And it looks like the font is blue. Like a navy blue or a darker blue like that. And it's literally that simple. There. So, or play your favorite card game, show me the game. We'll save as. Put it in desktop. There we go. Now let's change the Wii logo. Let's literally just go into Hypertranslate, type in Wii. I'm going to do the Wii cover because the Xbox 360 cover has stuff with like Kinect and all that stuff. While we're at it, we can also cover up this, the EA. Make it that dark red. And then we can put Bop Diva white in here. And then we can just make it, well, sorta anyway. Actually, let's send it back to white. Why not? What they don't know won't kill us. We, brother or sister? Oh my god. Okay. So it looks like we take the Wii logo. Actually, the only good way to make this logo here is to just use the default that people use for Wii games for mock-ups called Continuum. Let's enlarge the word sister here. Actually, let's brother or sister. Then let's make that a gray. Oops, not the shape. Wii gray. And then we can take the Wii logo here, literally cover it with a white oval. Brother or sister. That actually fits perfectly. And then the rating, let's make that say actually let's make one more slide for the ESRB rating. We can mock it up. This we're not gonna actually hypertranslate. This I'm literally just going to make here. So let's make it white. With a black border. And let's just put a big old K in here. Now, I could set the K to be rated K for Kenneth or Catherine. I'll just do Catherine. So let's do a font that is like big and bulky, but it still matches well. So what we're going to do is use Franklin Gothic heavy. And then text box. And we'll just do, let's do, where the heck is it here? Let's just do Avenir next, condensed. And we'll make it white. So I'm going to put redesigned and screwed up by Catherine Larkspur. And then I'll do text box here, an @ sign, at Bop Diva. Like that. Now we can save this as a photo. And then ESRB. Can literally right over top of the ESRB rating. And then, oh, I forgot to take the shadow off of these. There. And there we have it. So now, let's save this whole thing as an image. Screwed up FGN for Wii. And here we are. We have our final product. So yeah, this I know was a really long video, but hope it was worth it. So thank you guys for watching if you watched all the way through. I will see you guys next time. Bye!